spoke a lot about 3D printing as a pre-procedural planning tool. Can you touch on how it could be used potentially for surgical tools during actual operation? How tools might be able to be customized to the patient to facilitate during the procedure?
I just read today, actually this morning, an article about 3D printing of a clip. Plastic clips. We use these plastic clips all the time. And it never came to my mind that somebody's going to print this clip and use it customized to a certain vessel that may otherwise be deemed unclippable. So, for example, when we do kidney donor nephrectomies, remove a kidney to be transplanted, the kidney donor, you can't put a clip on the artery because it's very close to a pulsating aorta, so we can't put clips there. Maybe custom-made clips that are 3D printed will be cost-efficient even compared to the alternative that's a stapler.
We talked a lot.
Expensive.
I'm sorry. We talked a lot. I want to get to one question in particular, where the materials are going and what the next, where you guys see the opportunities in the space. But there are actually a couple of companies in the orthopedic space who are creating business models around 3D printed Conformis, Oncosurgical in the cancer orthopedics space. Outliers, will we see more of those kinds of companies? Jacques, I mean, if I could just tee it up for you, because on some level that's an opportunity for Lazarus to become a company that manufactures implants as opposed to just training tools.
Absolutely. So the reason orthopedics has been big for a while is that it's relatively straightforward to print in hard materials, and hard materials can be pretty decent simulators of bones. So what we've really done is try and expand that model into the entire plethora of systems in the body, from kidneys to spleens to brains, and we're working on adapting our materials to make them quite realistically model various properties of all of those different organs. So a lot of our models are in silicone. Those can cut quite similar to real tissue. We also work with other materials, though, that can have echogenicity, so you can ultrasound them like real material. Models that can be MRI'd and make excellent phantoms for MRIs. And so part of what I'm doing in this company is building a range of materials where we can replicate a broad set of material properties that are required across the field of medicine. And that's one of the very powerful things I do see.
So we just have a minute, so if I could ask you to be brief. What is the next horizon? Is it new 3D printing technology? Is it materials technology? What do you...
In the medical space?
In
medicine.
From my point of view, the big obstacles are cost and speed and functionality. So all of three, their major progress have been in lowering the cost, making it much faster printers, and creating material that are functional. That is, for example, printing tennis shoes that change in shape based on whether you are running or walking, and so instead of having to buy 3 shoes based on what activity you do. Similarly, there's now stents, cardiac stents and so on, that would change diameter based on the blood flow within them. So these are the big challenges that probably need to be overcome.
If I may add, defining the horizon will depend on the printer itself. And the printing technology now is like talking about the IBM computer, 30, 40 years ago. Nobody would imagine what we're doing with computers now. So it all depends on the printing technology itself.
So Jacques and Carl, is there still a tremendous opportunity in printing technologies?
Absolutely. We're laying the foundation now for what's going to become an immense multi-billion-dollar industry in 3D printing in healthcare, I believe.
We're at the tip of the
final word?
Yeah, we're at the tip of the iceberg of this whole thing. I think that one of the biggest advancements that I see that will really move this forward is really better software to prepare the data for printing.
Great. Well, we're right up against time here. Let's thank our panelists for